What's up, guys? Welcome back to the JoKen podcast. Today we are bringing you episode 10, and we got a pretty good one. I mean, not a lot of stuff happened, but some stuff happened. But I'm here with Kenny and Mike. Mike, sort of. He's still
Going
doing
on,
something, but he's
everybody?
gonna join us in the call in a little bit. For now, our names are kind of mumble jumbled, but as soon as Mike comes in, it'll fix itself up. How you been, Kenny?
I've been living, bro. Can't complain. Work is work. Um, One thing that I do want to start off the podcast by saying is we finally got MLB the Show for Xbox.
On Xbox.
Yes, that's something that we talked about in last week's podcast. So, I was definitely looking forward to that. Pleasantly surprised after not ever owning MLB the Show. But what about you? How's everything with you?
Pretty good. I bought this game called Nier Replicant. I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna stream it probably tomorrow since my schedule just cleared up.
Gotcha.
I've been chilling.
Same old shit, bro.
Just kind of panicking over Dogecoin, kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, oh my fucking god, can you just get $1?
Right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we had spoken about that too, and I still haven't invested, but I was waiting for it to drop, bro.
It's dipping right now. Last I checked, it was right now it's at 26 cents.
26 cents. It's not bad. It was what did it go to? At the high point, it was like 50 cents or like 49 cents.
The highest it's ever been is like 47 to 48 cents.
Gotcha.
But speaking of MLB, I'm gonna probably try it out. I have it downloaded on my Xbox. I'll launch it. I mean, I did launch it, and I opened up the free pack, and then I closed it because I went to go buy the other game. But I'm gonna try it out.
Gotcha.
Why nobody?
It's fun, bro. It's fun.
MLB.
Say again?
That?
I said, why nobody asked me on my experience with MLB?
I didn't know you were there, bro.
I thought you were
I'm
on
here.
my
I said I'm gonna be here. You're just not gonna see me.
How's your experience with MLB?
I've been handing ass whoopings out left and right, taking kids' lunch money from them. So anybody
Have you
who
actually
wants
been
it can
playing
get it.
wagers?
So anybody who wants it in this chat can get it.
You heard
What's
it
up
here.
with the hostility, buddy?
The challenge has been set. Whoever
Literally,
wants to challenge
I'm-
Michael Cruz at MLB 20, 2K20, right? That's what it's
21,
called?
21.
That's
21.
it.
The show
Bro,
21.
what year are we in?
Yeah, the show 21. His gamer
Literally.
tag is Prada Relish on Xbox. Look him up, challenge him, see if you can beat him.
You guys can hit me up too, man. I'm on Xbox. All caps KAY space Z33. I'm not gonna tell you I'm the best, but we're gonna have a good game.
Oh no, I'm the best. Y'all ain't even me. I'll tell you
Oh man,
This
humble
guy,
yourself,
he's number
buddy,
one on the
before I whoop that
leaderboard.
ass.
Like literally, I'm undefeated in that game.
Watch him get defeated. The first person he versus
Right.
in the chat.
Literally.
Hell no.
We gotta have some beast ass MLB player in the chat. Yeah, well, we'll see. Kenny,
What up, my boy?
have you kept up with all the Apex stuff? You too, Mike?
Nah, I don't get invites. So
Um,
I haven't been looking up.
No, like the trailers and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get any invites to when you gotta play, so I don't look up the stuff anymore.
You got
He
invited
literally
today.
played like 30 minutes ago.
That was a pity invite.
No, it wasn't. I took into account that you get butthurt every time you don't play with us. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna invite Mike.
It was a pity invite.
But anyway, I'm pretty excited for the next season.
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
gonna-
I mean,
they're
the
adding-
new legend looks crazy
Oh, she's my main already.
already, bro.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. That's all you. I'll stick to Bang, but I mean, definitely. I don't know. I wouldn't say OP. Obviously, we have to get in the game first. They have to do, their little leveling, their little buffs, their little nerfs. But we'll see. I mean, off rip, she's kind of beastie.
Yeah. I in Titanfall 2, like her character's kind of based off like one of the Titans, North Star. And that was my main in that was my main in Titanfall, so you already know I'm about to main
Yeah, you coming back. You coming back
Valkyrie.
with it. Heard you.
I also like that they're adding a new mode. It's a 3v3 mode, like it's called Arena. They
Yep.
kind
Yep.
of hinted at it today with the new trailer. I'm pretty excited for that. I wanna see what's that about.
Yeah, isn't it? It's supposed to be something like directly linked to Titanfall.
Uh, Not really. I mean, the character that's hosting it is from Titanfall, but like the mode itself is kind of like a new thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty dope. It's pretty gonna be dope because you're gonna get into a gunfight. It's not a third party. You just gotta focus about the three
Right.
people you're fighting.
I think that's one thing that I liked about Call of Duty was the gunfight maps. You had the
Yeah,
2v2s and the 3v3s. Those are pretty fun because you actually have the opportunity to like show off your skill and show that you're better than the other people, as opposed to getting in a game, looting up, and dying to the first team you see just because they're looted better than you. You know what I mean?
yeah, I got you.
So it's definitely gonna be a pleasant change. I'm not. I don't think it's something I'm gonna play all the time because of the respawn. But it's definitely gonna be a dope experience nonetheless.
You want to hear an interesting fact?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how Call of Duty launched its season today, right?
Yeah,
I believe it
season
was today.
3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on YouTube, I looked at both of the trailers and how many views the launch trailer for Apex and the launch trailer for Call of Duty had.
Mm-hmm.
Guess which one had a whole bunch more?
Well, just based off you saying, I'm gonna guess Apex.
Bro, Call of Duty had 77,000 views and Apex had 489,000.
Holy shit,
I
that's
think
crazy.
Call of Duty's dying, bro.
I don't know, man. I mean, we've talked about our thoughts on Call of Duty on this channel. I still enjoy Call of Duty, but my biggest point was that I wasn't gonna spend the money for a game that I could essentially play for free with Warzone, just to play zombies, because that would have been the only thing that I was genuinely intrigued by. Would have been a new zombies game mode, and new maps, things like that. But I mean, I wouldn't say it's dying, but they do have to pull something out their ass to like bring a majority of the original player group back.
I read some of the patch notes for like the update today on Call of Duty, and literally the first thing you see is, as of now, all the floor loot is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War guns.
How do you feel about that?
They just completely phased out the best Call of Duty they've ever made for one that they're just trying to get money out of.
The only good part about it is that they're still running
The
on the
engine.
yeah, on the engine, right? So we still got really beastie graphics because that was probably the best looking COD. Obviously of our time, and it only gets better every year, but like all in all it was probably one of my favorite CODs to play.
Me too. I didn't really play this one that much.
Yeah, I haven't played Black Ops at all, like at all.
Also, speaking of which, gold is now free. What do you think about that? Are you gonna keep paying for it?
I mean, I'm gonna keep paying for the Game Pass
Right.
because I feel like I think we had mentioned it too on one of the last podcasts. It's definitely a plus when it comes to having Xbox that you have this kind of catalog of games, and it's over like 1,000 games, I think. But the fact that they
Yeah.
come
No,
out
it's
with
like
the
two to
fact,
300.
oh, okay, so a lot less. I thought it was more, but nonetheless, I mean, you're still getting a bunch of games for one price, and that includes your gold membership. So that's dope. I don't think I'm gonna stop paying for live.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely begs the question, like, if you don't need to pay for it, then why do it?
Yeah, that's good for those people that only play like Warzone, Fortnite, and Apex. Like now they don't need
Exactly,
live.
those free to play games. Yeah, for sure. What's going on, Loke? Shout out to you in the chat. Appreciate you for joining, brother.
What's up, T Loco? I don't know you, but nice to meet you. But
That's
yeah,
the that's the soccer god right there.
ooh, the soccer god. I don't like to toot my own top. I used to be goalie in the fourth grade, and I was pretty good at it.
You hear that, Loke? There's a challenge there, buddy.
Are you? I'm the immovable object. Are you the unstoppable force? A friend
A
of Ken
friend
is
of
a friend
Ken.
of mine. Thanks, T Loco.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate that, my boy.
Did you see the Apple thing?
Okay, so I saw some of it
Mm.
because uh, Apple is Apple, and I figured that the event wasn't going to be something spectacular, especially after their last two that they
Yeah.
went really hard for.
Hmm.
Um, but I did see the announcement of AirTags. I saw the new
What is that?
Max.
What is the
Like the
AirTags thing? I don't know about that. I didn't watch it.
all right. So AirTag is basically a tracker
Uh-huh.
for it's a device that tracks any object that you put it on. So it's like
Bruh.
reminiscent of the tile.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
my god. How much
yeah,
is that?
but check it. It's $30 for
Okay.
one, or four for 100. But the plus side of it is that it actually uses the Find My like interface, so it can connect to any iPhone in the area and pinpoint your object that you lost. People don't even have to like mark it for you. It'll just tell you almost the pinpoint location of it due to all the other phones and Apple devices around it. So that's pretty dope.
I like I'm gonna
I
look
also
for
saw the Mac desktops. They come in a slew of different colors
I hate
now.
them.
Yeah, they definitely changed their like nostalgia factor with that really calm stainless steel.
I hate the white
Um
borders. The white
yeah, yeah. But I
the
mean
white
it's
bezels.
yeah, the bezels, yeah. But it's seamlessly linked to like your phone. So like if you have like a really a phone color that you really like the mint green or the product red, it
Hmm.
comes in those colors. And the last thing that I saw, I'm not sure if there's much more for the event, but the last thing that I saw was the addition of a purple iPhone 12 and iPhone
Hmm.
mini, which is something that I've been waiting for a long time. But the downside is that it doesn't come for the Pro and Pro Max.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with my I don't know, is it Pacific Blue?
Pacific Blue
Pro Max?
boy. With the
Yeah.
Pacific Blue gang.
Yeah. I love the color, bro. I love the color.
Yeah, me
I
too.
thought I was gonna get tired of it. That case is fire, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I thought I was gonna get tired of the color, but I went all out. I got the watch too.
Ooh, wait, you got the
Um,
Series 6?
yeah, Series
Did
Six.
you get the
In
Did you
the
get the blue
same
one?
blue.
Oof,
Yeah,
I
I
am
did get
so
the blue one.
jealous.
Yeah.
Like as a person that
Yeah.
likes to purchase random shit because it's blue, like I've been like controlling myself not to buy that shit because my Series 4 still like works.
Yeah. And there hasn't been much of a jump from the 4 to the 6,
It's
but I
just
was rocking a 3 before, so it was
oh
like a
okay.
really big jump for me. Yeah.
Yeah, the only difference is like the always on display, but I'm like I can live without that.
Honestly, bro, it's not even that crazy. Like I feel like it eats at the battery life.
Does it last a
And
day still?
it'll last me like a good day and a half.
Oh, that's what mine
Um,
lasts, so that's just good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I figured that it would eat at the battery life, but historically, the biggest problem with an always-on display is pairing it with an OLED display, and that'll cause like screen burn-in. But the way that it works, the always-on display, it actually like dims the
Yeah.
background and it'll only show you the time. So I mean, it's pretty dope.
If mine breaks, I'll definitely get the blue Series 6. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
hoping it doesn't break
it's
because
definitely something to think about.
that's just like
No, for sure.
$400.
Yeah, I know. And I got the cellular, which I'm probably never gonna use. I didn't use it on my Series 3,
I stopped
so
paying
I
for
probably
that.
won't use it on this one. But yeah,
I literally only used it once, and it was because I was driving my mom's car, and she drove me to like the doctor, and I left my
yeah.
phone on the car, so I called her through
Oh
the
wow.
watch. Literally the only time I've used the cellular on it.
But think about it. Think about it. Like that was a circumstance where you needed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but I don't know. It was like
uh
$5 a month. I'm like I'm fine.
yeah, exactly.
What do you think is the next big thing for Apple? Their car, definitely the car. And if it's reasonably
Yeah.
priced, I'm buying that. Best believe.
I think before their car though, bro. If we're talking next big thing,
Okay.
I think that they're gonna jump into the television industry before the car industry.
Hear me?
You think so? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Can you
think
hear me?
so, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear you. I would probably say yeah, the TV. Even though they have like that
The Apple TV.
the Apple TV that you can plug into any TV.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't think they're gonna do it because they just released that. It would be kind of redundant to release that and have their own TV.
Mm. Bro, we're talking about Apple here. We're talking about a company that doesn't care, what they sell because they know we're gonna buy it.
But how would you
So
market that?
if they really, I don't know, bro. I
Cause
don't know.
like, all right,
I mean,
cause all right. Here's the thing: they have a thing called an Apple TV, and that's the thing you connect to your TV, right? So if they
yeah,
make a
yeah.
literal Apple television, what do you call it?
I don't know what you would call it, but check this. If you make it, if you market it at a price that's like really competitive with some of the top OLEDs, obviously you have, I think it's only LG and Sony at this point. But
Yeah,
if you market it with a good price point, I feel like just the fact that it's Apple and let's say, oh, I can control it with my phone, I can control it with my watch, Siri, I can control it with Siri. Like, although you can do those things with your Apple TV for like 100, what is it, like $150 for the cheapest one, some shit like that.
I think it should be cheaper, but I don't know. I know the new one's like 180.
Yeah, 180 for the 4K one. But let's say you're gonna buy an Apple TV with integrated Apple TV, which sounds weird, but if you were to buy that, let's say a 55 inch for like 1,500 bucks,
Right,
that's directly competing
LG.
with LG and Sony too, because their
No.
interfaces aren't as seamless as Apple. Like if you literally have an iOS interface on your TV,
Hmm.
like, and somebody's looking to buy an OLED, that I think that would be the way to go.
I think
I'm
they
not I'm
compete
not
with
saying
they compete with LG, but not Sony because them shits is like 2K each.
yeah, the thing with Sony's OLED is that they do a lot more than just picture. They try to be innovative when it comes to like speaker placement and shit like that. So they put their speakers on the back to bounce off the wall when you mount it. And if you don't mount it, it actually has like a kickstand. So it's I mean it's definitely different. Sony's always, I feel like, try to branch out and kind of like make a name or continue um making a name for themselves and keeping this top tier of quality to their
Hmm.
products.
Few local in the
Um
chat said, "What about something like Google Home?" If you're referring to like the little puck that Google has where you like talk to it, they already have that. I forget what it's called, but they have like a little smart speaker, the HomePod Mini. Is that what it's
well,
called?
yeah, but there's also, if, and I'm not sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Luke. They have, Google Home is also like the mesh network, where you can put it is a little puck, but you put it in the different rooms and it acts like its
Oh, the
own router.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure if that's what he's referring to. Like I said, Luke, correct me if you're wrong, but that would be a nice idea
Oh yeah,
for,
he said
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So I mean
Huh.
that would be something cool for them to branch into.
I think they
Um
used to have it, but they haven't updated in a while. I mean, I
really?
bought the Amazon. Yeah, I think they have like a router they used to like sell, but I don't think they've updated in a while.
Mm,
Cause I bought the Amazon
gotcha.
one for like I think it was 150, I believe, for 2 pucks.
Is the Amazon one the Nest?
No, it's called Eero.
Oh, Eero. Okay, okay, yeah.
Let me tell you
So would you
something.
you say you got a 2 pack for 150?
Yeah, the mesh network is the way to go.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That's where everything's moving now.
Like I told you, you should get it, bro. Cause you definitely live like in a multi-story house, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about getting it. My Wi-Fi is pretty spotty. Especially on a bad day. But
Hmm.
I got a Wi-Fi extender and I hardwire my Xbox directly into that. So you know, my service is not terrible. But like you said, considering where I live and like my living situation with the amount of floors that we have, yeah, it'll definitely be a plus to get a mesh network
Now
for
let me
sure.
ask you something. Circling
Hmm.
back to the air tags, how many are you buying?
Sure. All right. So I want you to make your point first with why it's not just $30 for one.
Okay, so it's not just $30. Here's why. You want to put it on your keys? Well, it doesn't have a little loop, so what are you gonna do? You gotta buy another accessory for it. Apple's
Right.
super smart. And you know how much is the most expensive like little loop for it?
I want to guess. Well, I know the
Guess.
Hermes one. Shit, I'm gonna be wrong here. Like, $200.
No, it's $449 for a little loop
Oh
made out of
no!
leather. And I'm like,
But it got the Hermes. It got the Hermes on it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, what are you really gonna do with that? You're gonna put it on your pants? Like, I don't need to track myself. I got my watch, my phone, my AirPods. Like, I got enough of that shit.
yeah.
But just for the name Hermes, like, that's steep, bro. That's super steep.
Now let me ask you a question. Let's say you buy the 4-pack for $99, right?
Yeah.
You you're gonna put one in your keys, right?
Yep.
Maybe one in your wallet.
One of my keys, one of my wallet. Yeah.
What do you do with the other two?
The other one, I'm definitely gonna put it on my AirPods. And I don't
Okay.
know, something that I leave the house with every day. I would say like the case on my Nintendo Switch. I'll just throw it in a little pouch there,
Oh, that's
just to
smart,
make
man.
use
I
of
didn't
the
even think
four. You
about
know what I
that.
mean?
I did not even think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I think the worst thing is to lose a product that you can't track because everything now is like you can track it at least by Bluetooth.
Like Mike with his phone.
But
Every single time. Yo, someone call
yeah,
my phone.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
this is be in my bed. I don't know where the hell that should be in the
So, something that you can't track with Bluetooth or something that dies on you. So, my AirPods die, there's no way that I can ping them. It's just gonna tell me the last time that I opened the case.
Yeah.
And for my Switch, I mean, like that's something that you can't track at all. Like you need to have that shit in your possession at all times. So the one time that you don't, you're gonna have a freak out panic attack. But if you remember, oh, I got my iPhone on me, or I got my watch, I'll ping it. And then it has like apparently the
The fuck.
tags have like a speaker built in.
Yeah, like a little speaker and it makes
So
noises.
exactly, and not only that, when I mentioned before that it uses the Find My interface, they're
Yeah.
actually giving that an overhaul, and it's gonna give you a direct path to where the product is and
Yeah.
exactly how many feet it is away
If
from you.
you're like 30 feet away from it, it'll activate.
Exactly. So that's, I mean, I wouldn't. I feel like they didn't overprice it. I feel like the 4-pack is definitely the way to go.
Hmm.
And if you wanted to split it with four people, like you take two, you pay $50, other people pay 25. Like everybody's getting a deal at that point.
Right. I'll probably get one for my
So
wallet.
I don't know though because when okay, when you put like a condom in your wallet and you just
Uh-huh.
you just don't like you don't use it, and
Right.
that shit comes out with a ring on it. Like the
Yeah.
the way the form factor of that pug, even though it is really small, I feel like it'll make an indentation in your wallet,
I
like a
mean,
subtle inconvenience.
it probably will, but you know what? It's better than not having your wallet.
Yeah, but you also figure, and this is why I'm kind of torn. Like I do want to get them, but I don't. Um, the direct competitor, the only one that I can think of off the bat is gonna be Tile, and they
Hmm.
actually have one that it has a loop, and you can attach it to the loop on your keys. But for a 4-pack of those, I think it's 100, and it comes with one with two that's the size of a credit card, so you actually put it in a credit card slot,
Okay.
and then it comes excuse me, it comes with two that you can attach to your keys or like a carabiner, just something to carry it around.
I just want to get to T Loco's question real quick. He asked, "Where do we shop for clothing?"
That's a crazy question. You want to start it off, John or Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I like to. All right, so I signed up for Hot Topics like newsletter, and they get
Hmm.
me, bro. Like today, they sent me an email like, "Hey, your instant cash is available now. Spend
I
60
gotta use it.
bucks, and you'll only spend $30." I'm like, this motherfucker. What do you got for me?
Right. But what do
Also,
you how does that work though? Like do you pay monthly for it or what?
no. It's just like those emails like they send you promotions and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sent me one. I also
Gotcha.
I also buy most of my pants from American Eagle,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much where the only two places I shop from. And then I
Those
buy
are
my
those are
sneakers from
two good
Adidas.
places.
I just actually
Hmm.
bought sneakers. I bought the Air Max 2090 for like $70.
That's a good deal.
I got the black
Those are
ones.
nice too. Yeah, those are
Yeah, I
nice.
put
Those
them
are really
on and I
good.
felt like I was 6 foot tall. I'm like, holy crap!
With the little
Is
air
this
bubble in the
what
back.
6 feet people feel like?
Damn, I wish, bro. I'm gonna have to buy a pair of those.
Though I was walking and I'm like, yo, why am I walking slower? Like, I feel like my steps are traveling more.
That's funny, bro.
Where you shop from?
Um, so I think one of the places that I've shopped, like one of the biggest places in recent history that I've shopped at was Bloomingdale's, because
Okay.
they got like a lot of G Star shit. They always have some crazy pants. Their pants are a little bit overpriced, but they're like really good quality.
Mm-hmm.
So brands like Page, Polo, they have Nike sweatsuits out the ass, and the one in White Plains actually has like a really good I don't know if it's like a clearance or a sale section, but they always have like shirts, sweaters on sale, even jackets sometimes. So they have really good prices. I shop there in the Galleria Mall. I don't think it's there anymore. They actually moved it to the Westchester Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Against all odds, they have one also in the Palisades and a few other big malls like Jersey Mall and shit like that. And they always have like really good Champion. They have like fanny packs. They have hats there.
So you
Um,
don't shop for your clothing at IKEA?
no, 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 no. Don't even get me started on IKEA again. Um, Other than that, American Eagle was my go-to for a little bit. Um,
It's like every time I open that app, it's like, hey, 50% off jeans. I'm like, oh fuck it. Where's my
yeah,
wallet?
yeah, but they get you with the fine print because it's buy one get one 50 most of the time.
Yeah.
So you end up buying two. And then I did a little bit of shopping at like Dick's Sporting Goods. Their workout gear is really really good. Like even their own brand, even though they're a little pricey,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes overshadow like even Under Armour. Their shit is quality, so I really like that. T Loco in the chat says AE jeans, low key fire. Yeah,
They
they
are.
are. They're comfortable as hell.
Mike, where you shop at?
One, hold on,
But
before we get to Mike.
Oh, okay.
One place that you have to go to if you're looking for like American Eagle quality jeans
Mm-hmm.
is Express. And if you go to the Express
Oh,
outlet, bro, their jeans are heat. I
bro,
love their
I
jeans.
I gotta agree because before my brother used to work there as a manager, and he every like 6 months he used to give me like a huge ass haul of like Express jeans, Express clothing. Express is
Yeah.
where it's at.
Yeah, Express is def if you could yeah, look, if you could get Express for like a good price, that's the way to go for sure.
All right, Mike,
All
where you
right,
shop
back to
at?
you, Mike. Talk to
um,
me, kid.
I got a lot of like graphic tees I buy from Urban Outfitters.
Mm.
Um, Nike. I like to shop from OVO, so I'll get like shit from there. Like I have like all the Nike collab shit. What else do I fucking have? Like most of my sneakers are Nikes. I have only a couple Yeezys.
Mm.
Um, other like Urban Outfitters, like a graphic tees from Target. Like everywhere graphic tees, every day
Yeah,
wear
for
graphic tees.
sure. Speaking of that, Walmart actually has really good graphic tees too.
Oh yeah, they do. I've bought a couple from them, and they're
Yeah, that
pretty
shit is
cheap too.
quality too. Exactly, like $8.
Where do I buy from? I'm gonna look at my shopping app. Obviously, Foot Locker, Nike, Macy's definitely. Macy's will have a lot of sales on their app a lot of times, so I'll get like
Yeah,
polo,
Macy's
some
is
G
good.
Star, Raw shirts,
Hmm.
and Tommy Hilfiger shirts from like Macy's.
Yeah, that's a
Aren't
good
you
place right
forgetting
there
one
to shop.
more?
Where
Certain owl.
I said it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the question, T Loco.
Yeah, we appreciate it, bro.
You kind of hooked up T Loco because he's saying he's about to go to the outlets.
He gonna go everywhere, bro. If once you get your tax refund, you gotta ball out. Just buy mad clothes, bro. Just do it.
Be like, yeah, but tax refund, probably spent it.
Exactly.
So, I want to talk a little bit of Marvel stuff. Not Winter Soldier yet. Not Winter Soldier yet. That's like the
My boy
last
already took
top.
off his
That's the
headset.
last topic. Don't you worry. We'll let you know when we get to that. It's just a couple of other things that happen. Well, did you guys see the Shang-Chi trailer?
Yeah, I actually saw that.
Yo, that
Yeah.
beat goes hard, right?
It does. It does.
Like, first of
I don't know.
all,
It got me kind of hyped. It got me kind of hyped, to be honest.
I'm stupid hyped for that shit. It looked really fucking good. Cause I love like the old like Chinese kung fu martial art movies.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like a lot of vibes from that. And the some of the fight scenes that you see, like it looks like they're gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty hyped for that. Also, they've done, the Black Panther, now they're doing the Shang-Chi. Now where the Hispanic movie at though?
You got it
Right?
already, Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Hell
That's
no.
like 10 years old, bro. That's not even Marvel. I don't even know. Do they even have any like Hispanic like heroes in Marvel? That's like fully Hispanic? I mean, they have like Miles
It's all good.
Morales. But that'd be kind of
Yeah.
weird because they're already doing like the Spider-Verse thing for him.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a while for him to actually show himself on a big screen.
Yeah, because Peter would have to be like older and then he has to die so that he can become
Exactly.
Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Ooh, another thing that happened that I wanted to show you guys is that you know how last week or 2 weeks ago we talked about like Sony and Netflix like having a deal with the movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this week, I saw that Disney struck a deal with Sony, and basically this is gonna happen. So the movie's gonna come out in theaters, right? Let's say Spider-Man 3. You know, the one that is gonna have a whole bunch of people. Maybe it's confirmed, but not really
Hopefully.
confirmed.
Right.
So they're gonna hit the theaters first. Then they're gonna get to rentals and purchases. Then after that, maybe 90 days after that, Netflix. And then I don't know, a year or two after that is gonna hit like the Disney platforms, which is Disney Plus.
Right.
Now this kind of sucks. You have to wait like maybe 2 years for that shit to happen.
Damn.
But by like 2022, you'll start seeing Spider-Man in Disney Plus. So why would you need Netflix, right?
I don't know, man. That's a hard question to answer because Netflix does have a lot of their own originals. Like they're bumping up production on those, and their most recent like hits have been really good movies.
Well, they delayed Stranger Things.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't caught up to Stranger Things after season 1.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
It kind of is not as great as season 1. I think season 1 is kind of like the
Season
best.
1 was really, really good, actually.
It is. And I just like the intro. It's just like Chef's Kiss, like
Yeah, that shit is fire.
But this month, have you watched Lucifer?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay, so this month they're putting in the second half of Lucifer on Netflix finally. Because they put the first half in December, then COVID happened, so they couldn't finish it. They also putting in Castlevania as like an animated show, which is really good too. I recommend that one.
I think I had seen it. At least the cover art for it before.
Like I haven't used Netflix in like months. Like the only reason I've been using it lately is because I picked up Narcos, which is a pretty good show by the way. Have you watched Narcos?
No. When we spoke about it last, the only show that I had watched that was like similar to that was Ozark with Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah. Remember we talked about that.
Yeah, and but that like cartel kind of vibe. That's a really good plot for a show.
Fair warning, like maybe 70% of the show is in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So you can probably have to like read subtitles if you don't speak Spanish for that show.
Yeah, I do anyway.
But I'll finally use Netflix for something new because they haven't put out something new in such a long time that I care about.
Yeah.
And now we got two shows to watch: Castlevania and Lucifer. Also, Mortal Kombat tomorrow on HBO.
Oh, yes.
I'm hyped for that.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And then I got a lot to watch tomorrow. I got Invincible. I got Falcon and Winter Soldier finale, and I got Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be a big day, and it's all
Yeah, man, I'm
free-ish.
definitely free-ish. I'm looking forward to the Falcon and Winter Soldier finale. Invincible, I still have to get on, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently tied up in Demon Slayer on Netflix.
Yeah, you
On
told
like an
me.
anime, yeah, on like an anime binge, bro. And I'm looking for some new anime to watch. I'm
Are you
gonna
trying
get
to
back into Attack on Titan, but
Are you trying to binge Demon Slayer so you can watch the movie this weekend?
I might not watch it this weekend. But I definitely want to get through it so that I can watch the movie. Yeah,
I want to
that's
get
definitely my.
vaccinated, and then I want to go to the movie theaters. I don't want to go yet.
It had did it come out already? The
Yeah, it
movie
came out
or yeah,
this.
okay.
I think it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, I thought that I saw like some cosplayers at the movie theater waiting for it, but it might have just been some jokes.
I think it's tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
But all the TikToks I've seen of like My Hero Academia fans going to the Demon Slayer, like, yo, like,
Yeah, I saw that one.
why are they violating My Hero fans? Like, bro, what do they do? Like, I don't get it.
My Hero's actually really good. I want to pick that back up and finish it too.
Bro, I
I'm
love
like
My
in the
Hero.
middle of season 3. I love the characters and just the story in general. It's actually a really good show.
Maybe it's because I watched it like 4 times, but like, it's like the only show, like an anime, that I can remember all the Japanese names.
Yeah, yep.
All right, Mike, we're gonna start talking about Winter Soldier.
That's your
All
cue,
right,
buddy.
bro. Now you said you were mixed. You had mixed feelings about. Oh, by the way, peoples, they're listening. This is the spoiler section of Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 5. So if you haven't watched it, maybe click away. We're gonna spoil it. We're gonna talk about the whole thing that happened.
Mhm.
So you say you had mixed feelings about it, right?
I did. Um, and I'll tell you why. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the thing that they started off the series with, which is why it felt like it started off really slow, was
Mm-hmm.
super personal and like grounded story. In terms of like emotions between the characters and just kind of their interactions with each other as opposed to
Mm-hmm.
their interactions while fighting against a bigger threat.
Right.
And this whole episode was about personal connections and kind of Bucky and Sam building on their relationship. And it don't get me wrong, it worked. It worked at some parts, at some points. It
Mm-hmm.
did work, and I enjoyed those parts. But other parts, it felt like a little like it dragged a little bit. Like by the time that I was ready to finish watching the episode, which is
Right.
that never really happens. I'm never really ready to click away from an episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, at least in the past 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I touched the timestamp, and it was like maybe 30 minutes in, and I'm like, how are they gonna fill the rest of this 20 minutes? Like, what are they gonna fill this with?
So what I think about this episode is it's supposed to be like the episode before the finale, right? The penultimate episode, the
Right.
pre-finale. It
Mm-hmm.
didn't really like at first it kind of felt like it was crazy intense, like it's John Walker, he's running. I'm like, all right, we're just getting right into it.
Right.
And then he gets into like the Bucky and Falcon fight versus John Walker, and they one thing I didn't like, which everybody keeps praising it, but there was like a whole bunch of jump cuts and there was like a whole bunch of shit happening. I'm like, couldn't they just take one
Mm-hmm.
take for some of these fights? But it's whatever. Still, I like what they did. They did a lot of like callbacks to when Bucky and Cap fought Captain America, Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yep.
They had a lot of like reference to that, so it was pretty dope. I just wish it was shot a little bit better, but whatever.
For sure.
It had good momentum from there. Like, they got the shield from him.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon finally got the shield, and then it goes into him meeting with the Hispanic guy. I forgot his name, and then he gives him the wings,
Yeah.
which is like it's teasing
Yep.
that he's gonna become the next Falcon. I'm like, all right, it's going pretty good now.
Right.
Then he just like, then I think after that he goes to the Isaiah Bradley. I think that's his name,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he has like that
Says,
really heartfelt moment with him, which.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, he was a good actor. He did his job. He was doing like
No, he did his thing for sure.
Because I like that he did what Captain America did, where because in the first episode, I mean, on the first movie of Captain America,
Hmm.
Steve also leaves the camp where he's at to save his buddies, and then he's
Right.
praised for it. But then this guy, he did it, and then you got like incarcerated and stuff for that. I like that.
The the one the one part, and not to cut you off,
Mm-hmm.
the one part about that works and doesn't is that we ultimately know that Falcon is gonna become the next Captain America.
Right.
But you have Isaiah Bradley making him second guess again whether he wants to pick up the mantle. So it's like if he's that if he's that conflicted, then he should just remain the Falcon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like like
Like
when he
he
went
doesn't.
there, I
Mhm.
didn't. I'm not convinced that him going there made up his mind. If anything, I feel like him going there just made it worse for him.
Exactly, and
Because
that's
if he
why when he
becomes
came,
Captain America, then I don't see Isaiah Bradley be like, yeah. I just see Isaiah Bradley be like getting pissed.
exactly, 100%.
But maybe the whole point is that he's gonna prove him wrong and he's gonna become a Captain America.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's the thing. So Isaiah's whole point was that we can think that times have changed, but this is not underlying. Like this is the premise of their conversation. Is that
Mm-hmm.
racism is still alive and well,
Right.
even in the Marvel universe. So like for the United States to or any foreign countries to accept him being Captain America, like basically Isaiah Bradley saying like you have a better chance of joining the KKK. Like it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I like the scene. My only complaint with that scene was, well, besides like it being a little awkward, because like he left there, and I feel like Isaiah Bradley still doesn't want him to be Captain America. I
Right.
wish that they would have done what they did in WandaVision, where like when they show like this like young Wanda and Pietro, like they had
Yep.
like an actual like flashback to that. It would have
Hmm.
been dope if they show like maybe glimpses of him as being as a young man during the war.
Right. That
But
would have been dope. That would have been dope as hell.
and here's where the episode just goes all the way down into slow. So we go back to the boat.
Yep.
And they gotta fix the boat. And then Bucky
Hmm.
comes in to help fix the boat. And then
Start
Bucky
flirting with
kinda
his sister.
flirts with his sister. And I'm all up for like character moments like this, but when it's like the penultimate episode,
It's too slow, bro.
it's
It's way
it's
too slow.
kinda it's like it's too late for it to be too slow. And
They
then we
don't
get a
have
rat.
time. They don't have time for filler episodes. Like
Yeah.
like you said, it did have some momentum building up to it, which is why I was looking forward to the episode. But once it
Hmm.
got to a little bit past the halfway mark, I'm just like, where are we going with this? Because we didn't necessarily get any big reveals other than John Walker going to Battlestar's house, and forgive me, I forget his name, his actual name.
I forgot his name too.
Um, but we had him going to his house, talking to his family, and you can tell that he's still hell bent on getting revenge against the Flag
Hmm.
Smashers, because in the back of his mind, there's only three. I think it's three people that know, or three or four people that know exactly what happened in that room, and that the guy that he killed wasn't actually Battlestar's
Did
murderer.
you did you see the after credit scene?
No, I was looking for one. I didn't even know that there was one.
Yeah, there is an after credit scene. So basically, they
I'm
do an
gonna,
after
yeah,
credit scene as kind of an homage to Iron Man 1 when he's like making his armor.
yeah.
He's hitting with the hammer.
Mhm.
Basically, it's John Walker making his own Captain America shield.
Out of what though?
Like he's like embedding like his little service stars into it. That's made out of like just regular metal. And I hope there's like a
I'm gonna
scene
have
where
to watch
like
that.
he throws his shield and so does Sam, and
Falcon.
then that shield just
Yeah.
fucking obliterates that shit.
Yo, for
I hope they do
real.
that.
Cause he was getting
But
his ass handed to him when they were using vibranium against him. I mean,
yeah,
obviously, vibranium is the freaking strongest metal in the Marvel universe.
right. Because it comes from like the outer space. Then after that, they go do the boat. They fix the boat, and then Bucky gives Sam a briefcase, which we all know is
Hmm.
a suit. They don't show it, which kind of pissed me off a bit, but
He
we'll
didn't
get to
even
that.
open it, bro. He didn't
No, he
even
did
open
open
it.
it. He did open it at the very end.
Did he open it?
Oh, but he doesn't open it immediately, which honestly, for me, like, bro, if I get a suitcase, if I get a package, I'm opening that shit right away.
I'm open. And bro, the briefcase or the suitcase that he gave him, that shit was like an insanely nice case. I'm like, that it was intriguing me. I'm like, open this shit.
I'm like, yo, open your suitcase.
Exactly.
What else did he do? Then they play catch with the shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, this is where it gets kind of a little awkward again. Because he seems to be doing fine, just throwing the shield and then catching it. And then the scene after, he's, like, failing at using the shield.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, but you were just playing catch with it. Like, you look like you knew what you're doing.
I think if we want to dig a little bit deeper into that, he feels comfortable with Bucky backing him up. But when he's by himself, he has that doubt in his mind. And I'm sure that shit that Isaiah had told him was kind of eating at him. Like, do I really even want to do this? You know what I mean? So he's
Yeah.
like, I'll train, I'll get better in I guess 1-on-1 scenario as opposed to 2-on-1 with Bucky being by his side. So I feel like he may have been having a little psychological issues there.
My headcanon is that maybe he was just trying, he putting more arm into it in the throws, because he was doing like backflips and shit.
But then he couldn't even catch it on the way back for some of them.
So I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I flinch sometimes. Cause that
shit was coming straight to the camera.
That shit, yo, I was like, oh shit. Like, I wouldn't even catch it. I'd be like, fuck that. And then he's like doing that, and there's like kids in the background, like, bro.
Literally, bro. I'm glad we're on the same page, because I was thinking the same exact shit while I was watching that whole montage.
I'm like, one bad bounce and those kids like decapitated.
Literally, bro, it was going past him, and he didn't give a fuck. He was just like, all right, I'm just gonna let it go.
Like, fuck them kids.
I'll go pick it up on the other side of the fucking city.
And then after that, all that is like, the episode's like, all right, we have like an overarching like theme we have to do. So you see like the flag smashers, they get to New York, which I'm concerned as to how they got there. Because, like, they have to take some sort of plane to get there. And then
right.
Criminals can't just come into the United States, and let alone New York. Like, on a whim. I don't know. Fun fact, the little park that they're at is the same park where they fought in Infinity War, I believe.
I was assuming that, yeah. Where Iron Man was having a talk with Pepper about kids and shit. Yeah.
And then what else happens? They hack some like Wall Street place, and then Sam's like, "Well, I gotta open the suitcase now because I know exactly what's in here," but he's never seen it before, and they never had a conversation about what's in the suitcase. But
okay, just by Bucky's look, he knew what was in there.
He was like, "Oh, okay,
I need this."
And then they don't even show it. They show like a little glimpse, and then they just cut away. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, and then the after credit scene, because honestly, I usually like scrub through it because I know it's like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes of. I missed it too, and Jumbo he pointed it out like, "Yo, there's an after credit scene."
So I'm gonna have to go back and watch that for sure.
So I'd say this was like the weakest episode, but a lot of people, like, I've listened to a couple of podcasts and like read a couple of reviews on it, and everybody seems to like this episode. I'm finally in the minority that I do not like the episode.
I wouldn't say I didn't like it. I just feel like it was a bunch of missed opportunities, and they needed to, as you said, it's like the episode right before the finale. They needed to go bigger, bro. They needed to set that up. Even though they have an hour, it's like some weeks that hour feels really short because there's so much shit going on, and you're invested into it. So it's like, oh shit, the episode's done. But this week, I couldn't wait for that shit to finish, bro.
My critique is, I wish they would have like shortened the little montage of them fixing the boat.
Yeah.
And then instead of doing that, because next week we're gonna have that scene with Bucky and the old man. I kind of wish that scene was in this episode. So this week's episode is just, they resolve the conflict or not. I don't know. Whatever you're gonna do. You find out that this Carter chick is the big guy, because every episode I
She's
need
on
you
the
to do
phone talking
something.
to somebody.
I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
exactly.
imagine you get put into a show, right? And all
Mhm.
you have to do is pick up a phone, say a couple of words, and not even that, because some of the time she's talking on the phone, they kind of like they recorded over it. I forgot
Yeah.
what it's called, but like it's like when they
Dubbed it.
yeah, they kind of dubbed it. So she's saying stuff, but her mouth's not moving.
Mm, I got you.
But yeah,
I did like though, not to undercut her or undermine her character. Like she had some badass scenes when they were in the shipping yard, and
oh
she
yeah,
was like
definitely.
taking on like 7 or 8 goons, and she's just whipping ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was official. I really like that. But I feel like the boat scene that you were referring to, I feel like that just shows, and it played out like that, but it just shows that they're actually helping each other get over their past traumas and their past differences. Because when Bucky mentioned the book,
Mm-hmm.
Sam actually said that he's going about repairing his conscience the wrong way. Like he has to do more than just put these people in jail. He
Right.
has to actually talk to them and personally connect to them, which is hard for Bucky to do.
Right.
So I feel like we're gonna come away with hopefully we need to see it. There has to be some payoff in this last episode. Bucky talking to the old man that he killed his son,
They
his
definitely have to
neighbor.
do that.
They have to, bro. And we only have an hour and we've already, you know, set a bunch of shit that they have to do. So this episode is gonna be hopefully from start to finish just straight action, straight, content for us. Really like really fulfilling content that we walk away from the series like this shit was good.
So I found out that you know that random kind of like encounter they did with that Veronica chick or
Yeah, at the
with John
courthouse.
Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently that's to tie in to Black Widow.
Oh,
Like the reason why it feels so random is because you're supposed to see her in Black Widow first,
first,
and then you
right,
see
right,
her here. But since Black Widow
right.
comes out in 2 months,
Yeah,
a little
that didn't make
disappointed.
much sense for me, but
A little disappointed. I really was expecting Taskmaster or something like that for the last episode, but
right.
whatever. We'll see what happens because we saw Scrolls in WandaVision, and that was a little bit of a
Yep,
surprise. So we'll see how
that
they
was
surprise us
definitely
this
a
time.
deep cut for sure.
But yeah, I'm excited. Couple hours, new episode. I'm probably gonna watch Invincible right after this podcast.
I don't know. Is
And
that a show you recommend?
dude, did you watch The
Because
Boys?
I don't. Oh hell yeah, I watch The Boys.
Bro, it's like The Boys with animated version.
I saw the first episode, and I was watching it like in the middle of my workday, so I ended up having to cut it off early to get some work done. But it definitely
Invincible?
was intriguing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Hey, it's probably you probably thought it was a little slow, right, during the episode?
Definitely a little slow. I know that they were world building and
All
shit,
right,
but
so
definitely
just
a little
stay
bit
until
slow.
the very end, and then the show's gonna be like,
All right,
you're gonna be like,
I'll take your word for it. You always give good recommendations, so I'm definitely gonna have to catch up on that.
but I'm on a lot of topics, and we're just about a little under an hour, so I want to call it a show. You good with that?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm trying to get Mike back. I think here he is. Yep.
Mike, you back?
So we can
Yeah.
sign off.
What's up?
Yeah, we're about to sign out.
All right, go ahead.
Well, thanks guys for listening to our episode 10 of the I'm Joking podcast. We'll be back to you next Thursday at 8 o'clock on Twitch, and it should be on every other social media. Well, not social media, but like YouTube and all the podcast stuff around maybe midnight, or it's not the next day on a Friday. But I'm John. You can follow me at the Papa John's everywhere. Kenny.
I'm Kenny. You can follow me on Instagram at _ZAPPPY. That's 4 P's. You can also catch me on Twitch at ZAPP slaps, all one word. Where me
Mm-hmm.
and John and Mike will run some Apex sometime, and we're getting into streaming the show. So looking forward to that.
Mike, where can they find you?
Instagram, Poppy Shampoo 7.
All right, guys. Take care. Peace.